Greetings Jeepers, in this video I'm going to show you how to pull off your front axle wheel hub. We're also going to pull off our front locking hubs to do any necessary brake maintenance on these front brakes on 1947 CJ2A Willys Jeep. Make sure to use Jeep10 discount code to get 10% off your next order at kaiserwillys.com. The first step is to remove the locking hub from the front axle wheel hub. Unscrew the last bolt, taking the last bolt out, and now your locking hub will now just pull off your front axle wheel hub. We have a worn locking hub, but Kaiser Willys does sell a premium locking hub set, which would be a rugged ridge versus a worn locking hub. The next step is to unbend the front spindle washer where my finger points, get a flathead screwdriver and unbend it. I would suggest using a hammer to aid with bending that washer and flattening it out. Use the spindle nut socket and a breaker bar to unloosen our front spindle nut. The next step is to remove the spindle washer. Use your flathead screwdriver and your finger. There you go, there's the first washer. The next step is now to remove the second spindle nut off the spindle. Use the spindle nut socket and breaker bar again to unloosen the next spindle nut. And there's the second nut. Now remove the second spindle washer using the flathead screwdriver and your finger again. Pulls off as so. With the front spindle nuts and washers now removed, we can now pull off our front brake drum and front brake hub assembly. Pull it off as so. This will release our front wheel bearing cone. Now pull off our brake drum and hub assembly. And there you go. Pull off the second wheel bearing cone from the spindle. And finally pull off the oil seal. Now remove the wheel bearing cup from the front axle wheel hub, just pulling it out from the inside. Now remove the second wheel bearing cup from your brake drum and hub assembly. Now just flip it over. And your other cup is located right here within the hub. Just pull it up with your fingers. And there is your second wheel bearing cup. And that's how you remove the front axle wheel hub, the brake drum, the locking hub on the front axle on 1947 CJ2A Willys Jeep. Make sure to use Jeep10 at discount code at kaiserwillys.com to get 10% off your next order.